Okay, so your manager or CEO or someone on the leadership team just sent you this video and they said, watch it. And you're thinking, I already have enough to do today. What's got you so excited after that meeting or the conference where they had heard me speak? Well, it's called Scale Your Salesforce, and it is a unique workshop designed to specifically help small business owners get out of the role of selling and more into the strategic work of building a sales department. And maybe, just maybe, this was the workshop that your senior executive or CEO attended that can really move the needle and drive more revenue for your organization. So, in the next few moments, I'm just going to recap what it was that I said and give you some really tactical tools to get you started on your journey of scaling your sales force. And at the end, I will explain what it is specifically my company does should your team need any help in implementing what you learned. So first off, what happened at the Scale Your Salesforce workshop that has your senior executives so fired up? Well, they learned essentially the 5 pillars of creating a scalable sales force. The first one is having a growth mindset or recognizing when you're in what we call a stuck mental state. The second pillar had to deal with how to recruit, interview, hire salespeople. To date, I've hired over 1,500 of them in a career that has spanned over 15 years. And I am very excited to share with you some of the practical tools and tips that I've personally used and vetted to make sure that the people we hire stay long term. The third thing that they learned in the workshop is all about their sales playbook and how to create one. You might be wondering, why do we even need a playbook anyways? That companies that have a sales playbook experience a 33% increase in sales conversions. In addition, there's a 28% reduction in the length of time in their sales cycle. You can reach productivity up to 20% faster. And this is my favorite one. There has been a study done by Brainshark that shows that having a sales playbook can increase your ability to overcome rejections by as much as 20%. So just simply having this tool will increase your sales and free up time. The fourth and fifth pillars are all about the implementation of the playbook, which is why in the workshop that your senior executive attended, they might not have even gotten into the fourth and fifth pillars. So the fourth pillar, just a quick little recap, is all about how to train the new hires or the existing sales staff on that playbook. And what we did show was a mini little video about what a playbook looks like when it's digitized. That way, if you want to hire someone remotely, you don't have to worry about the extra effort it takes to train them because they can just simply log on, take the trainings of the playbook, and then put in the comments field anytime they finish a training. That can also be a very interesting strategic management tool. For example, let's say you do hire a salesperson or you're trying to improve the efficiency of those already on your team. You write the playbook, you train the playbook, and let's say you're noticing as you start to score some of their calls that they just can't handle price objections very well. Well, it's fairly easy at that point to go back to the training and say, hey, review the section on pricing objections. And then let's role practice this together so that way you're prepared in time for the next sales call. And if they don't review it, or they don't handle the objections maybe as well after that, now you have a tool to write a formal write-up or potentially even put this employee on a performance improvement plan. Knowing that that is the last case scenario, the first case is let's get them brought up to speed and train more effectively and efficiently. And then the last pillar is all about accountability. In this pillar, we discuss the most common sales KPIs and what to track as a sales manager. And if you are the only salesperson or you don't have a sales manager, this way you can at least check on your own performance so that way you can continue to scale and focus on what matters most, which is driving the revenue and having fun while doing it. And then it also includes a sales management calendar. You see, this calendar is designed to help salespeople and sales managers get out of the trap of doing non-management activities throughout their day-to-day. You see, there are 4 stages of sales management. If you spend most of your time in stages 1 and 2, you're going to be frustrated and unable to scale. If you spend a lot of time in stages 3 and 4, you're not going to be as effective or with your teams as much as they need. So let me break down the 4 stages of sales management, as this is part of that last pillar. The first part is non-management activities. These are the things that you have to do day to day just to run the department, but they don't necessarily move the needle either direction. This can be updating your calendars. This can be putting out fires. This can be having many conversations with the sales team. Even if it's not about how to drive revenue or how to increase closing percentage, just the get to know you kind of stuff. Stage 2 is actually the management capabilities. These are things like approving time cards, updating a CRM, tracking different KPIs. So it's the things that you do as a sales manager, but that it doesn't necessarily drive the company forward, but it keeps you in a maintenance mode. Stage 3. This is where it gets interesting. This is all about the recruiting, development, and coaching. So you want a sales manager to be able to recruit, develop, and coach very effectively. In fact, it's estimated that companies with a scalable infrastructure spend at least 30% of their time in this category. You should have a virtual bench of sales talent ready and eager to work for you. And if you don't, there's a good chance you haven't been spending as much time in stage 3. And then stage 4 is your strategic work. This is going through your competitors' funnels, creating alliances with competitors and affiliate programs. This is in checking up on the sales calls and figuring out, is there a better, more optimal way that we can be having conversations with our customers? Or this is also very, very simply about making sure that you're top of mind in the marketplace. What needs to be addressed, and proactively thinking about what the next 6 months, 12 months, a year, and onward will do in your department. Okay, so that's this video. I hope you found some value in a quick recap of everything that senior leader learned in our Scale Your Salesforce workshop. Friendly FYI, should you be interested in more tools, tips, or resources, give us a call. We'll make a recommendation. It may be to work with us. Maybe you come to one of our sales boot camps, where in 3 days we write the sales playbook with you and your team, a fully custom written sales playbook ready to go within 3 days. Or maybe you just need help practicing on the phone to make sure that what it is you're saying to your clients is effective. Or perhaps you want your team to experience Scale Your Salesforce themselves. Cool. We can talk then too. Or perhaps you just want a couple of free tools, tips, and resources to get you started on your journey. That's all included in the email, along with the link to the video you're watching. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you and to help you. And outside of that, happy selling.